Hello everyone and welcome again to your daily dose of what the fuckery. Our first story today comes out of Atlanta, Georgia, where a woman is trying to get famous. She's not doing it in a very typical way. She's not going to American Idol and acting like an idiot. She's not actually having talent in something. She's not making gigantic sandwiches and then eating them. You know who you are. I love your channel. She's not doing anything that's relatively useful to anyone else. She's growing her fingernails so that she may become famous and one day meet Oprah and other celebrities so she can share her story. You grew your fingernails. What story is there to that? Unless you have like the best backstory ever, there's not really much you can do with that. You grew your fingernails. It's not like, I overcame so many troubles in my past by growing my fingernails. You're not gonna do that. There's no backstory to growing your fingernails. You just wanted to be famous and you thought, hey, I could grow my fingernails really long and that'll get me to meet Oprah so I can share my story about how I grew my fingernails. I know everyone's not talented at something, but come on, you have to be good at, like, I don't know, anything. Use a talent that actually helps people. Growing your fingernails does not help anyone last time I checked. Unless someone really has a bad itch on their back and they can't reach it, so you're just like, kitty-like. Plus, it looks ugly as hell, and if you friggin' like bump against a wall, you're gonna break one. They're fragile as hell. Seriously, lady, what the fuck? That's all I have to ask you. She actually calls it her divine gift. Lady, that's not a gift. Everyone can grow their fingernails. I can grow my fingernails. I just don't like to because it looks like shit. That's usually the reason why people don't grow their fingernails out that long. They don't want to be known as that crazy person who grew their fingernails to be 20 inches long to the point where it curls back around. Ugh. Moving on. Our next story. I just don't like this woman. This comes to us from Minneapolis. She tried to mail her puppy? She tried to mail a puppy. Okay, first of all, you're twisted for even thinking that's a good idea. So that's one strike against you. 2, you tried to mail a puppy. You didn't think ahead that A, that's illegal. B, it's gonna need food. It's gonna need frickin' water. It needs air. It's a fucking puppy. That's 5 good reasons not to follow through with this thought. And you still did it. Why are you stupid? Can't you think like a normal person and just drive to wherever you want to send it, give them the puppy, and then drive back? Sure, it'll waste gas, but it's better than you acting like an idiot and thinking it's a good idea to send a puppy through the mail. If you think that's a good idea, you should never be allowed to own any animal whatsoever. That should be a law. Because, oh, fuck. I have such a short attention span. The fucking thing. Do you want to say I was watching myself? I'm sorry to break into this, but I was watching myself and I noticed this is supposed to be at the top of my neck and it's right there and it was bugging me and I just noticed it. Better. The lady did get charged with animal cruelty, so right on. Teach that woman that she's a fucking idiot. Ridiot. She's a ridiot. The puppy's safe. The puppy's in animal care. I hope this woman is never allowed to buy another animal ever again. Because... Thank you for watching this episode. If you want to discuss anything I talked about in this episode, do it down here. Cthulhu. Or Jamie Heineman. I'm either Cthulhu or Jamie Heineman. Anything, talk about them in my pants, in my pantsular region. Leave a comment discussing anything I'm talking about. If you like what I'm talking about, subscribe. The button's still somewhere up here. That is not a gang sign. That is just me pointing to both sides of the screen at the same time. I shall see you tomorrow.